And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day, y'all. Come on now. Now, y'all, you know that the Letitia James mortgage fraud saga continues and continues and continues. At this point, we've been covering this story for probably about 6 months, it feels like, and still no resolution. So the latest is that the president, Donald Trump, has essentially forced out the U.S. attorney for, I think it's the Eastern District of Virginia. His office is responsible for looking into the Letitia James mortgage fraud scandal and determining if they could put charges or what have you. And apparently he said he didn't find enough evidence. Donald Trump basically fired him. He kicked him out. He said, get out of here. So we're going to take a look at that, and then we're going to take a look at his replacement. You're seeing her on the screen right now. So we're going to get a little bit of information about her. So this is going to be the new person once she's confirmed. She's going to be the new person who is going to be responsible for going after Letitia James. So it's going to be a battle between these two ladies. So first of all, let's take a look at how Donald Trump kicked out, well, I guess former, as of yesterday, kicked out the former U.S. attorney. Then we'll get some information about the new person coming in, the new U.S. prosecutor who you're seeing on your screen. And finally, y'all, we're going to take a look at this wild post that Donald Trump put on social media to Pam Bondi, y'all. Just wild. We're going to take a look at that last. But first, let's go ahead and hop into Donald Trump forcing the current U.S. attorney out of the job. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
This morning, a top federal prosecutor resigning following an extraordinary pressure campaign from President Trump. The president furious he was unable to find enough evidence to bring criminal charges against one of his political opponents. Erik Siebert, Trump's hand-picked U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, spent 5 months investigating New York Attorney General Letitia James over accusations she committed mortgage fraud.
I am not following it very closely. It looks to me like she's very guilty of something.
But after speaking to more than a dozen witnesses and pouring through loan documents, investigators came up empty, unable to find evidence that James knowingly falsified records to obtain better loan terms. Trump claims he ousted Siebert because he was supported by Virginia's 2 Democratic senators. But sources tell ABC News Trump has told top administration officials he wants to install someone who will prosecute James. ABC's Jonathan Carl pressing the president.
So you want him fired? You want him out?
Yeah, I want him out, yeah.
James has denied any wrongdoing, and in a statement to ABC News, her lawyers saying Siebert's ouster is a, quote, brazen attack on the rule of law. Now, I'm told this decision has left one of the top federal prosecutors' offices in the country tasked with investigating some of the most high-profile terrorism and espionage cases in a state of crisis and confusion. At this point, there is no clear person in charge of the office and no clear path forward. I'm told the president still has no plans as to who will take over. Catherine Faulders, ABC News, Washington.
All right, y'all. So there you have it. So now let's see who's going to be his replacement. Here it says Trump nominates White House aide to be top prosecutor for office probing Letitia James. President Donald Trump said Saturday that he would be nominating senior White House aide Lindsey Halligan to serve as the top federal prosecutor for the Virginia office that was thrown into turmoil when its U.S. attorney was pushed out Friday. In a social media post just after he departed the White House for an event at Mount Vernon, Trump wrote he was nominating Halligan as U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, writing that she will be, quote, fair, smart, and will provide desperately needed justice for all, quote. The announcement came as Trump pressed Attorney General Pam Bondi to move forward with pursuing cases against some of his political opponents, part of a vow for retribution that has been a theme of his return to the White House. We're going to take a look at that here shortly. The nomination would place one of the president's legal defenders in charge of an office in tumult over political pressure by administration officials to criminally charge New York Attorney General Letitia James, a longtime foe of Trump, in a mortgage fraud investigation. All right, y'all. So she has to be confirmed, but this is going to be your new U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. She's going to be the new top op of Letitia James. So these two ladies are going to do battle. Now let's take a look at this wild tweet that Donald Trump sent out to Pam Bondi. And this is all in the same story, y'all, because Donald Trump was saying, Pam, when you going to do your job? I think a lot of people on Donald Trump's team are saying that. People have actually been calling for Pam Bondi to be fired at this point because they feel like she isn't doing her job, y'all. Let's take a look at this post from yesterday. Pam, I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially, quote, same old story as last time, all talk, no action. Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done, end quote. Then we almost put in a Democrat U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past, a woke RINO who was never going to do his job. That's why two of the worst Dem senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit and that we had no case. No, I fired him. And there is a great case, and many lawyers and legal pundits say so. Lindsey Halligan is a really good lawyer and likes you a lot. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times. Over nothing. Justice must be served now. President DJT. So it's clear, y'all. It's clear that Donald Trump is leaning on Pam Bondi. Again, many people on Donald Trump's side and on his team have been complaining about Pam Bondi for months now. I mean, she took office She took office sometime in January, February, and within a month or two, people were complaining. She just didn't seem to have the ferocity needed to do what people feel needs to be done. And it looks like Donald Trump is reading these messages, these posts online, and he called her out publicly about this. He said, Pam, when you gonna do something? I don't know, y'all. I feel like Pam's not gonna last. I feel like she tries to have the ferocity, but I don't feel like it's innate within her. And I feel like at this moment, what the Donald Trump side wants is they want somebody that's a true pit bull. And I just don't think Pam Bondi is. No slight to her. You know, some people are, some people are not. But I don't think she is. So y'all let me know, what do y'all think is going to happen here? First, Halligan has to be confirmed, and then she can go toe-to-toe with Letitia James. Y'all let me know what you think will happen down in the comments. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. To my people with a retirement, y'all go down and just check out our information about protecting your retirement with the oldest, longest, strongest, hardest money mankind has ever known. That's gold. You already know it's gold. Go down, check out the link. It's the first link in the description. Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. And speak to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.